project we're doing has actually been collaborated with a range of stakeholders, from Microsoft Research to IBM. But out in Mumbai, we have a fantastic partner in IIT Bombay, which is one of the foremost design and research institutes in India. Emergent users are people who are just getting their hands for the first time on new technologies. There are millions of people who are getting their hands on smartphones, and that's the first bit of digital technology that they're experiencing. And we're going to be taking two of our recent prototypes. And these are prototypes that have been developed through insights from previous visits with the people and the communities that we're going back to visit. So one of them is a speech-based system. So think about Alexa or Google Home, the kind of things that we might have in our environments. And we've adapted those and taken them into the streets of Dharavi, which is a slum area, a fascinating area in Mumbai. And then the other prototype is a small robot, about the size of a pepper pot. And the idea is to create a printer, if you like, that can use materials at hand in that kind of environment. So it might be rice, it might be salt. And we're looking at alternative ways of producing output for people in those communities to think about and use, and then stimulate us to think further about the future of technology.
And we've been working with emergent users to come up with designs for future technology that fit their needs in a way that is more appropriate, but also might be more appropriate for people all around the world, not just in Dharavi.
ये मशीन अच्छा है, पब्लिक हेल्पफुल है, कोई अगर किसको कुछ पहुंचना या किधर जाना है इसके बारे में यहाँ पे उसको हेल्प मिल सकती है. It's good for people.
Well, right now we're in a street in Dharavi, and behind me Jen and Thomas are installing one of the voice prototypes. So today we're going around to different places and we are explaining the system to our helpers, to our shopkeepers, and then they're going to leave them here live for the next month.
My role in collaboration with Professor Matt Jones and FitLab team is firstly to recruit the emergent users for the experiments. Secondly, to conduct the longitudinal qualitative evaluations of the given prototype. Thirdly, I also think from a local perspective how the experiments can be enhanced and we can get more useful insights considering the local situation. And fourthly, I also write research findings and research papers for the publications.
तो सभी जो जितने भी धारावी में स्टोर्स है, दुकान है, जो पब्लिक जगह है, उन जगह पर ये डिवाइस हम लोग बिठाने की कोशिश करेंगे. और उसके लिए मैंने धारावी में 20 जगह पर सर्वे किया है और सर्वे के अनुसार सभी दुकानों में ये डिवाइस लगाएंगे.
यहाँ पे एक मशीन लेके आया इन्होंने, जो आप कुछ भी जो सवाल है आप पूछ सकते हैं इसको. इसके बाद में आपको 10 मिनट के अंदर सामने से रिप्लाई आएगा, जो भी आंसर है परफेक्ट रिप्लाई आएगा.
There's a few bugs so far, which is to be expected. We've got a few problems on our back end as well, but I'm sure we'll figure them all out. Get them all installed at some point in the next few days.
So challenges, of course, arise, and then the problem for us is figuring out how to fix them, and to ensure that the systems that we develop serve the people who have come up with the idea and where the technology will most likely lead to impact.
And one of the obvious things right now, because we don't have lots of people answering questions, it is that full 10 minutes. And a lot of people just want the answer right now. But that's all part of the research process. You get hot, you just have to keep cool, and then see the world around you. We take for granted all sorts of technologies, be it a mobile phone, your tablet, your smart TV, and those technologies are predominantly being produced through the eyes of what we could call the global California, that magical place which dreams up our future. And there are amazing things coming out of that place. But the world, as you can see from behind me, is much bigger, much more diverse and much more fascinating than that. And over the last several years, they've given us fantastically new ways of looking at technology, which not only will better fit with these sorts of contexts, but perhaps provide new landscapes of digital opportunity for everyone, even in California.